I fucking hate when companies make shit that is meant to go over the fucking ramp. Have you ever looked at something and wondered how it works? I do every day. Join me in my journey for knowledge and destruction. Cause this is Tech Talk. Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Taboo Tech Talk where I'm not entirely sure this classifies as a tech talk. I mean, at one point the guitar was advanced technology, so I guess it works. So here we have my personal guitar. If you watch the podcast, you've probably seen this, like, I think I've had it on camera like 3 times. Something like that. We're going to restring it today. I want to put this out there very early on. I am not a professional. I probably do things wrong. But they are the way that work for me. So if you are going to use this as a tutorial, do so at your own risk. Like I said, it does work for me. I don't know about anyone else. And I'm sure it's frowned upon by a lot of people. But whatever. So I have some decorations on this. I have this sticker, which was given to me by a friend, and it says something. Oh, it literally just says, "I hate people," which is very me. I have the 2 kitty cats that was actually given to me from the thumbnail artists before she became our thumbnail artist. And then obviously we have the Taste My Nuke Bitch logo. So, first things first, because that's where you should start. Take the capo off. Take the tuner off. Okay, so today we are going to be replacing the strings, if I can grab them, with these Oreos, guitar strings. So I prefer this brand. I've tried a few different brands, and I prefer this particular brand. These are the 3-pack of Phosphor Bronze. I've always had a good experience with the Phosphor Bronze. Not that I haven't had good experiences with other coatings, but I just like the feel of the Phosphor Bronze, I guess. They are light gauge, so 0.0.12 to 0.53 or 0.053. There's decimals before the numbers. How about that? Decimal 012 to decimal 053. You know what? I'm on video. I can just maybe. Can you guys see that okay? I'll also do it for this camera. Oh yeah, that's much better. I can actually see that one. So, I overall I just like Didaro. How the fuck do you pronounce their? It's such a weird fucking spelling. They come in this protective pack, which I do appreciate. So I will share some, I wouldn't necessarily call it professional information, but information I've learned over the years. You know, your strings need to be replaced when they do not hold a tune very well. I tuned this probably 30 minutes before I hit record. You can't really differentiate what note that is. That is supposed to be the low E. And another thing is they just can't hold a tune very well. I would have to put my tuner back on, but take my word for it. Those are the two main ways to know your guitar needs to be restrung. So the tools I have here are my screwdriver set, some tweezers, some pliers, and string cutters. That's it. Yours will be a bit different, I'm sure. String cutters just makes life so much easier. The screwdriver is because my tuning pegs like to loosen themselves over time. So I like to try and keep those tight in. And then the pliers and tweezers because I don't know where my string winder is. The string winder is, as the name implies, something that assists in turning the tuning pegs when you restring it. But it also has a little clippy thing that is used to get these pegs out. And I don't know where that is at the moment. So, yeah. So you're going to see me struggle with that a little bit, probably. Here I have a pick holder. Not necessarily crazy about the color, but it was a gift from my ma for Christmas. So I'm thankful nonetheless, and it makes swapping a breeze. Where's my other pick? I had one more pick in here. Where the fuck did it go? I blame Nick. It's fine though. So, personally, and then we have a rag here for just wiping everything down, getting the dust off. I've had to get this guitar since before middle school. I'm 25 now, so you can do the math on that. I've had it for a while. This guitar strap here, you guys can't, has no hidden meaning. I'm not part of the LGBT or anything like that. It was literally just a gift from a friend that moved away. So, and it's the only strap I have. So, as I was saying, I've had this since before middle school, so you'll see some dings, you'll see some scratches. Anyways, so I'm going to start. I don't know where other people normally start, but I'm going to start by tuning this down. So now comes my personal favorite part. Come on. So if you don't tighten them when you cut them, there will be more of a dangerous, I guess you could say, reaction. And yes, I realize I could just pull them out, but I like cutting, okay? Guitar strings. Guitar strings. There. We are now completely de-stringed except for up to the front where there's the little pegs that are holding little bits of string still. But that is not going to be a problem. Okay, we're all unstringed now, right? Yeah, okay. So now we take just a dry washcloth. You could probably do a wet washcloth. I haven't heard anything for or against it. So as far as I'm concerned, hang on, let me go grab my phone and ask a friend actually if water is okay to use. Okay, so I asked a friend, and it is okay to use water in very small amounts. So I have a damp washcloth here, and then we're going to follow it up with a dry one. And I figured it was fine. But I also don't walk up to people and be like, hey, how do you clean your guitar? And I'll worry about the body of the guitar when we start working. What just fell? Okay, my tweezers. I really need to get one of those like oil-based guitar fretboard cleaners, but they are just so expensive that I just never took the plunge. Like, people don't understand that most people don't have millions of dollars to just throw around. I'm barely getting by as is. Again, this might be slightly different for you. If you're using this as a guide, well, that's probably... I mean, I guess you could make worse decisions. Because at least I have somewhat of an understanding of what I'm doing. And I know it works for me. So I guess you could do worse, but I would highly recommend going and watching like Country Guitar Teacher or Lauren Bateman or Jason Mix something or other, I think is one of them. I don't remember. If you look here, and the lighting's kind of reflecting it annoyingly, but the strings have like lettering and then a color coordinated string. So for example, our low E string is gold or bronze, whatever. Our A is red, D is black, green is G, B is purple, and high E is silver. And then they have like 2 extras for like 8 strings, I guess. I don't know. It's not for me, so it's not really my need to know. So really all you have to do is just follow the order from top to bottom, or bottom to top, whatever you prefer. I prefer top to bottom, just because that's what makes sense to my brain. And I do believe DeGario actually uses or reuses strings, like they recycle them, which I think is a pretty cool thing. I'm going to move to the soldering mat, actually, because this is going to get annoying otherwise. Okay, here we are. I forgot to grab the pegs. Damn it. Buddy, can you grab me the pegs, please? Knowing you'd probably eat them. Buddy, come here. Hi. Are you a good boy? Alright, watch out. Since you won't give me my pigs. I'm never saying that again. I might be a little quiet. I don't know. If I am, I'll try and bring it up in editing. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we're good. So we're going to start again with the top. Wait a second. I don't think that's right. This is right. I had a major derp moment there. So we put the ball, and as I was saying, they are color coordinated. And if you don't know the name of the strings, you are totally fine. Just follow the package, and you'll be totally fine. So we put the ball bearing end into the first hole, and then we follow it by a peg. And as you're putting it down, the peg down, you want to pull the string up, not hard, but so that it's nice and firm like that. And then we go over here to our tuning peg, which you guys cannot see. That's a little bit better. Doing the best I can here, guys. Sorry. Then you want to turn it around so that one of the holes is facing you. You don't have to, but it makes things a lot easier. Where did it go? How did I lose my hole? Then you pull it through, and then you go under, and then pull it. I will be referring to this as a loop, and then you loop it again, and then pull it up and tight. And you can cut off the excess string here. But I don't recommend doing that until you have actually tuned the entire guitar, or the string particularly, to what it's supposed to be. So this one is supposed to be an E. I should have grabbed my tuner. And I just realized you guys have not been able to see this entire fucking time because I'm a complete and utter damn ass. I've always loved the sound of a new string. And that's how you restring a guitar. You just repeat that process. Come on, cut, please. Thank you. Cut the excess string, and you're done. And just repeat for the rest of the strings. And if it's your first time doing it, you will be so proud of yourself when you actually get it done. Even getting one string is an accomplishment. So if this is your first time restringing, give yourself a round of applause. Could have chose a better teacher. But like I said, I do what works for me. I've never had anyone criticize the way I do things. So yeah, with all that being said, I'm going to end this video here. It is unbelievably hot in the studio right now. I has Doge. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, be sure to leave a like. Subscribe if you're new. Buddy, stop itching. Check out the descriptions, and he is offering you guys a tennis ball. Good job, buddy.